morning. Good morning, all. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Cindy, welcome back. We missed you. For today's class, and Vicky, yep. For today's class, you're going to need a foam roller, a couple of weights, light weights. If you don't have weights, you can use water bottles, or you can use your own body weight. A Pilates ball, and also an ankle band. The one that I have today is a medium resistance. So if you don't have that, the colors sometimes don't represent anything. It depends on the company. So if you don't have that, just use whatever you have. If you have two light ones, you can put one on top of the other, or just use the one that you have, and regardless of what you're using, you always use your own body's engagement, okay? So even if you didn't have a band, you would still pretend like you had one. If you have any injuries or aches or whatever it is that you're babying, be mindful of it, but find the right balance between overdoing and underdoing, okay? Remember always, sometimes the gate to your freedom is to stress the tissue a little bit in a good way, and it'll take you to the next level, okay? Of course, if you feel inflamed and all of that, I'm not even going there. You should know to respect your body. But a little stiffness or discomfort or a challenge, that's why we show up. We show up on the mat to be challenged. So always remind yourself of that. All right, so one more thing. At one point, we're going to be standing up and there's going to be some balance. We will use our foam roller just for extra support. Some of you only have half a roller. Make sure you have a little chair next to you or a wall. That will be later on. Okay, let's get on the foam roller. Rest the center of your body. Start with your tailbone down. Lengthen your tailbone. If you have a ponytail, make sure your ponytail is out of the way. Open your feet slightly wider than your hips. Spread your arms wide. And then notice the center of your spine first. From the center of your roller. And then from that midsection, just roll your body right and left. Breathe. And you'll start to feel some sensations coming up. Notice the right side and the left side. And now start to slow your movement, allowing more time on each side. Breathe. Good. Press your feet strongly to the floor. Spread your toes. Lift and lengthen your tailbone again. And now lift your right arm over your heart towards the ceiling. A little balance here. And now lift your left hand up. Draw the arms into the socket. Lengthen your tailbone. And now take your arms over your head. Plug the arms in. Notice the range of motion. And now front lower ribs down towards your foam roller. Big circle. There might be some stiffness somewhere. Look at it and inhale and shine your light. Do it again. Inhale over your heart. Up and over. big circle. Do it the other way, down and up. Inhale all the way up. Your goal is to find a full range of motion with less stickiness, and all the way down, forward and down. Inhale to the sides, all the way down. Good. Open your arms, fingertips on the floor, cupcake your hands. Inhale, heel to your feet towards one another, and now just lift your left leg up. Keep breathing in here, press your sacrum down. Now notice the right glute has to really be engaged. We're staying here for now. Lift your chin up and allow the fibers to sink all the way to your bones. Every part in your body is active. And I try to create an even sensation through the body. Your whole body is working together. Now stay here, or maybe lift your right arm over towards the ceiling. Keep breathing here. And now your body has to get a little bit more engaged on a deeper level. Now maybe just your left one finger on the floor. Keep breathing here, squeeze your inner thighs. Maybe you close your eyes. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right hand and drop your left leg. Rock and roll side to side, side to side. So remember, you always ask, what am I feeling? Where am I feeling? And what are the tools that I'm using? Inhale, cupcake your hands, fingertips on the floor. Stand strong on your left leg. Your hips, your feet align with your hips. Now lift your right leg. Shoulders depressed. Keep firing up your glutes, your lower glutes. Spread your toes. Keep breathing here. Notice your left glute. Can you visualize how you're sinking all the way to the bones? Stay here or lift your left hand over your heart. Plug the arms in, find your center. Now your right ankle is aligned with your knee. For some of us, that knee wants to go in or out. Keep it in its train track. Maybe you come just to one finger on the floor. And now notice how much more effort your body needs. Sacrum grounded, stay calm. Now, are you really pressing that left leg, or did you lose the connection? Close your eyes is an option. Keep breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release everything to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Massage your spine. Cupcake your hands, inhale. Pelvic floor in and up. Stand strong on your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Squeeze your inner thighs, frontal ribs are down. The heels of your hands are off the floor, so cupcake your hands, inhale. Power your core, now lift your right foot just 2 inches. Now extend the right leg. Lift it enough where your sacrum is grounded. You do not want to arch your low back. Okay, so for some of you, even if you have to put your toes down, do that for now until you create enough strength. Now breathe here, frontal ribs are down. Lift your chin, depress the shoulders. Breathe. Now just some of you, either you go to your fingertips or keep your right hand and lift your right hand up. Maybe you go to one finger on the left. Woo! Yes. Find that deep core for 3. For sacrum down, 2. and 1. Drop everything down to the floor. Rock and roll, rock and roll. So these type of exercises are amazing opportunity to really tease and to allow you to really feel your core. Every part in your body has to work, because if it doesn't, you're gonna fall. Okay, inhale, stand strong on your left leg. Cupcake your hands, depress the shoulders, lift your right leg up. Press your sacrum down to the foam roller, spread your toes. Lift your left foot a few inches. Extend your leg out. Keep pressing your sacrum down to the floor. Breathe here. Come to maybe 1 finger on the floor. Don't lose. Lift your tailbone off the floor. Lift your left hand. Keep breathing here. Those are just options. Do what feels best for you for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Now, get off the foam roller and now lay on your back and see how that feels. Either bend your legs or stretch out your legs. Allow the blood flow through your body. And now bend your right leg. Your legs are in a V position, so left leg is extended. Your right knee is in 45 degrees, okay? Lift your right hand up, inhale. And now exhale, lift your head and lift your ribs. Keep your right knee upright. Reach your right hand all the way to the left. And now can you lift the crown of your head out of your shoulders? Keep breathing here for 3 and 2 and 1. Big circle over your head, slow. Come all the way back. Extend your right leg in a V position. Bend your left knee 45 degrees. Your toes are out. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, lift your chest and your head. Reach over to the right. Keep your left knee to the left. Lift the crown of your head out of your shoulders. Keep breathing into your back body. 2, 1. Slowly release and come up. Come up to a seat. And now come into a divine twist. So bend your left leg in and your right leg out. Find a weight or 2. 1 weight is good. Now remember, no matter what weight you have or no weight, you're using your own strength. So if I make a fist with my hand and I'm going to resist my opposite hand, notice that load. And I want to move my hand, I still have that load. When you do this type of work, you don't have to do 400 repetitions. Left forearm on the floor. Lift your shoulder off your ear. Take the weight to your right hand, inhale. And now exhale, take it behind you. Widen your collarbone. And now as you're going back, the front pecs coming forward in opposition. So your frontal ribs are staying in. Lift your chest to the crown of your head. Bend your elbow. Pelvic floor in and up, inhale. Exhale, push like you have 15 pounds. Keep breathing. Front lower ribs down. 3, 2, 1, bend. Inhale. Exhale, push it out. Hug muscle to bone. 4, left shoulder away from your ear for 3, 2, 1, bend and come back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, push it out. 4, 3, 2, now listen. Drop your hand, palm is down towards your floor, and then lift it up behind you. Oh, drop it down like you're crushing a ball. Palm down. Notice what's working. And now lift it up, turn your palm to the back wall. Crush it down slow. Breathe, feel. Palm to the back wall. Okay, just 2 more. Shoulder away from your ear. Crush it down, palm down. Oh, I feel that different fibers here. That's a good thing. And now lift and change. That's why it's important to get out of the box. Last one, crush it down. Oh, breathe. And now turn your palm back. Bring it in. Hallelujah. All right, sit here, inhale. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And now lift your chin towards the ceiling. Depress the right shoulder down. Visualize your ear is reaching the ceiling. And now take your chin down a little. Keep feeling like your ear is lifting up to the ceiling without you touching your hands, of course. Let it be organic. And then slowly come up. Okay, let's strengthen that side. Take the heel of your hand right above your ear. Your fingers are saying hello. Free fingers, okay? Like so. Now, take your opposite hand to the center of your nose, and that's where your body should be, okay? If you can look at your camera. So you don't want to go sideways, either way. Inhale, and now resist your skull to your hand and your hand to your skull. Lift the crown of your head tall and depress the shoulders. Keep depressing the shoulders. If you work on computers or you're a hairdresser or a mom, this is what you need to do. Keep breathing for 4. Lift your chin to neutral for 3 and 2, 1. Slowly release it. And now do the opposite. Take your left hand, right fingertip sideways. Or before you do the sideways, find the center of your nose. Chin is neutral. And now resist your head to your hand to your head. Depress the shoulder and lift your chest up. Notice where this is traveling. Can you trace it? Keep breathing here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release it. Come back. Lean to the left. Take your right leg out. Give it a little stretch. Massage your knee a little. Good. Lean back just a little bit. Turn your fingers away from you. Take that 45-degree leg. And now internal rotation from the hip. You're coming, you lift your chest. And now pull like you have a band between your legs. Pull it out. External rotation. And squeeze it in. Internal. Lift your chest tall. A little smile makes the day much brighter. And then pull it out. Breathe and feel. Feel. Your eyes are all around that hip. One more time. Squeeze it in. More than your comfort zone. Remember, lift your chest. Pull it out. Push, 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 push. And slowly release it. Change your legs. Find your weight. So right leg in, left leg out behind you. Find your forearms. And I notice my shoulder, I'm not here. Imagine the ball. It's a much bigger ball. It's lifting your ribs off the floor, and then your ribs are coming up. Frontal ribs are doing a little crunch, so we're not throwing the pelvis, right? Inhale, gaze forward. Find your weight, hug muscle to bone, and now push it back. Now your collarbones widen, your pecs, the left one coming forward in opposition. Now lift your chest. There's a ball under your right ribs. Bend the elbow. Inhale. Exhale, push. Bring your front ribs forward. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. Bend. And exhale. Feel muscle to bone. Don't be sloppy. And feel where you feel this. And then bend. Inhale. Exhale, push. Now remember, you have to lift up a gear when you feel challenged. That's how you grow. Now crush it down. Palm is down. And now palm behind you, lift. Oh, I don't like that. But I like it anyway. Now crush it down. Breathe. Palm behind you, lift. Whoa, ho, ho. Don't collapse into your right shoulder. Crush it down. Breathe. Ooh, palm behind you, lift. Oh my gosh. Keep breathing. 2 more. Down, breathe, lift your chest, lift your shoulder, yeah? And palm behind you, lift. Oh, I found the spot. I need it. I need it. And last one, crush it down. My goodness. Palm back, lift. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right, come all the way back. Wow. So that what, amazes me every time. We do all this type of work, but then you find one little area. It's like taking a plant. I always say, think about it. You have a plant outside, but the sun only hits one way. Okay, so then the other side of the plant doesn't get the light. When you turn it around, you're creating a balance. All right. I feel that I'm going to remember it. So I'm celebrating that. All right. So drop your right ear, fingertips away from you. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And now drop your chin down. And now energetically, the left ear is lifting up to the ceiling. And now internally, you're massaging, widen your collarbones. Ooh, itchy inside of my ear. I must have needed that. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Okay. Find the heel of your hand, left side of your ear. Take your right hand to the center of your nose and lift your chin. Depress the shoulders and our fingertips down. Resist one another. Lift the crown of your head up. Depress the shoulders down and your front ribs are in. For 3, and 2, 1. Slowly release it. Right hand. Find your center. Lift your chin up a little. Release your hand. Inhale. Resist your head to your hand and your hand to your head. Keep breathing here. Engage the whole right side of your body. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Lean to the right. Stretch out your left leg. Give it a little massage. Okay, take your hands behind you. Bend your right leg 45 degrees. Lift your chest up. Inhale. Turn your toes out. Yeah. And now internal rotation. No, we did that side, didn't we? Yeah. Change it up. Left leg bends. Left leg bends. Yeah. Inhale. Left leg seal. You did the opposite? Ah, okay. And then in, oh, go slow the first one. Oh, I feel some things here. And then lift it up. Ooh. Diane, did you do the left leg before bent? Okay. And then push it in slow. Oh, I feel things. This is amazing work. Always discovering. Lift and lift your chest. Don't go too far, too fast, but you're slowly pushing the envelope. And when you feel something different, stay a little longer there. And I lift slow. Oh my gosh. That's a good thing. I'm celebrating. Push it out. Inhale. Exhale, go slow. Massage. Shine a light where you feel the stiffness. Oh, slow, slow, slow. I'm really excited, even though I'm feeling a lot of things on my left side, things I haven't felt before, right? So that's a good thing. It's like I found something else to focus on. One more time, Mama. We're flossing the knees even, all those connections. Lift your chest, breathe, 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 breathe. And lift it up. Okay. Slowly release. So if you have issues in your hip or the sacrum, this is something I would want you to do, both legs, and feel which one is more stiff. I really felt things I usually don't feel. So if you have knee issues, if you have the hip, the little pinching, the groin, or the hip itself, this is wonderful. So remember 45 degrees, and then drop one, go slow, and then lift. So now go to the side you felt more. So if it was the other side, go to that side again, okay? I'm staying on my left because that's where I felt the most. Diane, knees up, Mama, knees up. Both legs. So right leg is extended, left leg is bent. No, right leg is extended. So the one leg is extended. The one you're gonna work is at 45 degrees. And now take it forward down. Floss it out, floss it out. Celia, this is really good here for you. Keep breathing, lift your chest. Miss D. And then pull it out. Vicky, that right knee, if you need that more on the right leg, I don't know which side you felt more. Go to the side you need more help, okay. And then take it down. Stress it out, lift your chest. Marinate a little longer there, guys. Why? Because your body is designed to move and push it out. When you don't move it, it gets stiff, then it goes downhill from there. And one more time, drop it down. Notice where, can you trace it, breathe into it, shine a light, and then slowly come out. Wow, that's so good. We finished now. I feel like we've done our work. I really mean that because I found a bunch of stuff. Okay, guys. Your band is going over your knees today, over your knees. A ball under your head, and then find your weights in your hands. Resist your bend. Now remember, you're using your own body weight here. Open your arms in a T position, lift your chin up, inhale. And now you're gonna pull to that external rotation, the right knee, but keep your left hip on the floor. And I come back up with control, slow. Feet down, feet hip width apart. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Open it from the hip, push it out. Keep breathing. Engage the outer glute. And I come back in with control. Notice when you do this, which side wants to come off the floor? That's the side you need to engage more. Inhale. Exhale, open to the right and ground down the right, left hip. Try to come to off your tailbone. Keep breathing and push, push, push. Core is active and come back in. Inhale. Exhale, left. Push it out with control. From the inner groin, you're pushing out. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up and rest. Ground your left leg, inhale. Extend your right leg out. Muscle to bone, pelvic floor in and up. And a flexion, lift your right leg as far up as you can, but keep your hips down. And now lift your palms towards your leg. Lift your chin. Bend your legs in a cactus, slow motion, float your hands, extend your right leg. If it's too much, you can always tap your right foot to the floor. Inhale, lower down halfway below your knee. And now exhale, lift your leg all the way, reach your arms. Depress the shoulders, sacrum on the floor. Inhale, lower your leg halfway, bend the elbows, float your arms, sacrum on the floor. Push that sacrum. Lift the leg up and reach your hands. Lower down, slow with control. Stay in your train tracks, breathe here. Lower your leg below your knee, quads active. Push it up, flexion. Push your arms. Keep your hips on the floor. Lower your leg, bend the elbows. Keep staying here. Now don't lose your left hip, kick your right leg to the right. Kick with the outer heel, your toes are up. Bring your arms forward. Lift your chin for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back home and rest. Shake it side to side. So when you're coming up, it's almost like you're doing a crunch with your upper core, but your sacrum is grounded the whole time. Okay, pull the band a little. Spread your fingers wide. Cactus your arms and stay off the floor. Lift your chin, inhale, sacrum down. Lift your left leg extended. Halfway below your knee. Use your hip flexors, lift the leg up. Push your arms in this time. Lift like as if you want to lift your chest off the floor. And then slowly bend your elbows, cactus your arm and float. Lower your leg, but don't lose your hips. You're not on your tailbone, you're on your sacrum. Lift it up, palms in. Lift your chin. Lift your ribs off the floor, but keep your head. Turn your palms, lower your leg. Stay in your train tracks. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift. Lift your ribs, breathe, depress the shoulders, sacrum on the floor. Okay, one more only. Bend, whoo. Breathe here slow. Inhale, chin is up. Exhale, lift your leg with control. Lift your palms in. Lift your ribs and lift your chin. For 3, sacrum down. 2 and 1. Slowly cactus your arms, listen. Keep your right hip grounded, open to the left. Toes are up. Bring your palms forward towards one another. For 3, 2, and 1. Oh, come back in and rest. Good job, everyone. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. All right. Rock and roll. Come up to a seat. And now you're gonna come to your left side again. You have a ball under your armpit region, right below the armpit. So you're on the ribs, okay? You're not on the lower ribs, you're on the upper ribs. Just to give you support here. You're on your forearm. And that's just to remind you that you're not collapsed. Lift it up a little more deep. So you're right under, yeah, you're not on that soft part of your lower ribs where it's just cartilage. That's how you get injured. You want to be right on the bony. You feel the hard. Yes. Now, inhale. This is just to remind you. Oh, actually, you're making you're on your elbow. That's what it was. Yeah, you're making, yeah. And now you're almost lifting your ribs off the ball. You're not really depending on the ball. It's just there to remind you to engage your core. One weight in front of you, but we're not using it yet. Inhale. Stick your tushy out for a moment. That's what we do not want to do. And notice how your ribs are flaring. And now bring your glutes in, and now your ribs are going down. Good. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, lift your leg. Use those outer glutes. Lift your chest up. Now imagine the ceiling is there and it's pushing you down by you saying, no, I'm staying here for 3, 2, 1. Lower 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, lift for 1 and hold. Lower 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, lift for 1 and hold. 3, 2, 1. Every fiber is working. Lift for 1 and hold it here. Find your weight or make a fist if it's too hard. Keep your shoulders stacked together. Lift your ribs off the ball, and now lift your right arm. Notice what's working. Keep that leg active. Lower your right arm. Lower your right leg. Inhale. Lift and hold. Lift your arm. Keep breathing here. Depress the shoulder, front lower ribs, doing a crunch. Lower and lower. Ah, okay, one more. Inhale. Shoulders down. Lift and hold. Lift and hold. Plug the arm in, front lower ribs, doing a crunch. Kick your right leg back, but don't move your chest. Oh my God, for 4. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back and rest. Okay, rest your arm, your left arm over your head. Rest your head if you can, or stay where you are here. Just take your right fingertips in front of you. Hollow your belly, hollow your belly. Stick your tushy in and out. And now make a pillow with your hands. You're just gonna stretch the pecs here. So you're right to the side of your breast. Move your chest to the left a little. Make a pillow with your hands. Depress the shoulders. Roll over the ball, right and left. While you're there, you can massage your forehead. There's pressure points there over the knuckles of your hand. Wiggle your hips. Do like you're skipping a rope with your hips. Wonderful release for everything we've done so far. All right, push it up, come up. Right side. Find the ball under your ribs, the meaty part. And now come to your right elbow. Stick your tushy out to remember not to do this. And now bring your glutes in. Lift your chest. Inner thighs are active. Find your weight in front of you. Inhale. And now exhale, lift your leg, hold it. Can you feel what's working? Marinate it all the way to your bones. Lower 3 and 2 and 1. Lift and hold. Push that ceiling. Lower 3 and 2 and 1. Widen your collarbone, lift your ribs off the ball so your core is active. Lift and hold. If you know this is the side that usually gives you trouble, concentrate even more. Do it with love for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. Lift and hold. Hold it here. Lift your arm. Plug the arm in. Shoulders away from your ears. Lift the crown of your head for 3 and 2, 1. Lower your hand and lower your leg slow. Remember that's short-lived, the discomfort, but the benefits stay. Inhale. Exhale, lift and hold. Muscle to bone. Lift your arm. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hand, lower your leg. Inhale. Lift and hold. Lift your arm. Keep your body as it is. Just take your leg behind you. Use those glute muscles. 5. Lift your chest for 4, 3, 2. If you feel a little pinchy, breathe through it. Sometimes that's what you need to release that tissue. Push that leg back. Slowly come back and rest. Okay. Make a pillow with your hands. Change your hand this time. One hand on top of the other. And now you're resting on the right side of the pecs. Feel free to roll side to side or just stay. Feel free to massage your forehead from one corner to the other. You press the shoulders. Wiggle your hips a little. When you wiggle your hips, I want you to think you're moving also your mid-back, like you're doing a little, like you're swimming, like a little mermaid in your spine, a little mermaid. Push and come all the way up. Awesome job, everyone. Okay, we have one last thing to do. That's where you might need a wall, especially if you compromised with your balance. It's better to have a wall that will keep you stable, because I definitely don't want anyone to wobble over the ball and strain the ankle. I will never forgive myself. So make sure you feel stable. We need one Pilates ball, one weight, and then your wall, chair, or your foam roller. I'm gonna lift the camera up so you can see me better. All right. So, right foot on the ball. First of all, start with your left leg back, like as if you were going to do a little pyramid pose. The foam roller or the chair or the wall is on your left. Keep your hips square, and now take your right foot in front of you. Okay? And now all we're going to do, glutes active, lift your kneecaps, and now bend. Ooh, yeah, don't look. Okay, just look at me first so you know where we're going. I'm bending my right knee, and then I'm lifting my right arm. And then I lower my hand and I straighten my knee. Okay? The left leg stays straight the whole time. Inhale, engage your glutes. Bend your right knee. Fire up those left glutes. Lift your right arm up. Shoulder height. Plug the arms in. For 3, 2, 1. Lower, straighten your legs. Square those hips. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right leg. Lift your right arm. Maybe you depend on the foam roller less. So you're using your own strength. Inner thighs are active. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Inhale. Listen. Exhale, bend your right knee. Take your arm to a T position. Find your center. Different fibers have to come on here for 3, 2, 1. Lower, come back home. Last one, inhale. Bend your leg. Fire up those glutes, lengthen your tailbone. Lift your right arm. Now, if that feels good, come to your fingertips on your foam roller. Use your body. Some of you can let go of the foam roller. For 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly come back and rest. Hello. Okay, side B. First, find your right leg back. Okay, square your hips, foam roller on the right, and now find your ball. Square your hips, inhale. Exhale, bend your left leg. Square those hips, don't go with your hand yet. Just fire up those glutes. Right glute, can you engage the right glute a lot? Lift your left arm. For 4, 3. The right glute, don't let it come forward, the thigh. Take the quad muscles back. Lower down, straighten your legs. Inhale. Exhale, bend your leg. Lift. The right glute. Take the right quad muscles, the front of your thighs towards the back. Lengthen your tailbone for 3, for 2, 1. Lower down, straighten your leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend the leg first. Lift. If you're not feeling your right glute, you're not doing it right. Press the back of your thigh to the back wall. For 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left leg. Open your arm to a T. Squeeze your inner thighs. If you feel the back of your right knee, bend your knee a little. Lower, straighten your legs. This is great for ankle strength. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bend. Open to a T. Keep breathing. Squeeze your inner thighs. Come to your right fingertips or let go of the foam. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and rest. Oh my gosh, okay. We are done with all this nonsense. Good nonsense. Hi, hi, hi. All right. Come to the floor. Take your right leg, bend your left leg in. Internally rotate your hips, move the glutes out of the way. And now take the foam roller halfway, okay? And then to a place where you can grab the foam roller. Now remember, you're not coming from your shoulders. You're coming from the creases of your hips, you're coming forward. And now flex and point. Someone is not on mute. Let me see. I'll mute everyone. Yep. Okay. Okay. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Lift your chest tall. Maybe you have to bring your foam roller a little closer to you to keep your chest long. And now tick-tock your leg. Just massage those calf muscles. Right and left, right and left. Rock and roll. Put a lot of weight on there. Good. And now take your hands behind you and take your left leg over the right leg. Cross it over. And now you're going to go a little bit deeper. Slow. Connect that all the way to your sit bone. Maybe you have to turn your neck right and left because you're opening the superficial back line from the sole of your foot all the way to your third eye, between your eyebrows. Go towards the outer also, the tibialis here. You can bend and straighten your right leg sideways. Good, and now change it up. Bend your right leg in a tree pose. Find your foam roller, lift your chest up. Flex, point, flex, point. Tick-tock side to side. And now lean back, right ankle over left ankle. Put more weight on it. And now go slower. If you feel a residue towards your hip, wiggle your hips a little because that's how you release that blockage in there. Good. Slowly come up and sit on the foam roller. Open your feet wide and now just roll side to side. You can also look at me, roll forward and back a little. That might be, you can do the combination. And now again, you're working on that back line. So it's traveling all the way through your back body, upper body and lower. And then you can roll side to side. Up and down, side to side. And eventually you're going slow because you want to find little fibers in there that you don't want to lose or miss. Good. And then the next time you're on one side, it doesn't matter which side you are, you're going to be right on the outer leg. And now either you put the ball as your pillow and rest your left arm underneath or the right arm, whatever leg it is. Okay. And now you can cross your ankles. And or you can just drop your toes. You can cross your ankles and just drop your toes down. Okay, you can go towards the front of your thigh a little and then back. Front of your thigh a little. Now breathe into the lateral side. Stretch out that left or bottom side of your body. You can also take your top hand over your head. And you can also bend your top leg in front of you. And even drop your bottom knee. That feels really nice. And just stay there. Let your body marinate where it is. Now the breath becomes your power, not your muscles, but your breath. Visualize you have a big balloon inside of your body and you're expanding that balloon. Find the right placement for you. Just have fun with this. Every breath has a pause. Breathe, hold your breath and feel where your body needs the attention. From there you shine your light and from there you exhale. And now listen, from here, you're going to come to the front of your thigh. Your right knee is bent. You come into your forearms. You can even grab the ball between your hands. And now take the foam roller halfway through your thigh. Tuck your left toes under, glutes active. And now roll up and down. You can also lift your foot and turn your toes right, going up one way, and then turn your toes down, going backwards. You can go as far up and as far down. Make sure you're not on your kneecap. And then you go slow. You're ironing out any of those little kinks. Visualize you have gummy bears and you're trying to melt the gummy bears into syrup. You can rest your head on the ball. Go closer to your joints, either the knee or the hip, because that's where most of the fibers and the stiffness is. Wiggle your hips in and out like a mermaid, liberating any tissue that is caught up. All right, and now slowly, slowly come down. Take the foam roller on that same side. Now you're going right under your ribs where we had the ball earlier. Ground it right under the armpit region. And I'm elbow on the floor, make a pillow with your bottom hand. Top hand on the foam roller. Now listen, knees together. Now scoot your hips away from the foam roller so you feel a little traction here. And now from here, just go back and forward. Back and forward. Take your elbow further back. Your bottom elbow further back. And if you find a spot, breathe and stay there. And you may feel this residue going down your hip. Wiggle your hips. If you feel it in between your ribs, breathe into that. If you feel it in your spine, your neck. And start to move slow or not at all. You can rest your forearm on the foam roller and just press down. One technique is to stay put on the foam roller, pin it down, but then you wiggle your hips. You see, so that also helps. Okay, we're adding one more little thing now. Find your ball, listen. You can't see me, just I'm gonna show you on the opposite side. That ball is going under that inner side hip. Okay, so you'll be right in the corner here. So lift your hips and put that ball down by your hips. So you're kind of like halfway through the glute. You can take your top leg. You can actually bend your top leg and extend your bottom leg. Yeah, that's gonna keep it more secure. And now you gently just stay there, breathe into it. Stick your tushy in and out gently here. You can lift your chest a little up so your ball goes even towards the crease of your thigh. So you're opening the whole front region, the hip flexors and the attachments. Poke the ball, breathe all the way through the front, the side, and the back of your body. You can stick your tushy in and out. A little hula hoop, like you're skipping a rope with your hips. All right, slowly come back. Ah, so good, so good. All right, side B. Come to your opposite thigh, find your ball for a pillow, and then rest your right arm on the floor. That's the hardest part, is to get to it. All right, here we are. Another way is really to come down to the floor like that, and then lift your bottom leg. Take your hips further to the side, so you have enough room here, and then roll over. Your knee can be on the floor, or your knee can be also on the foam roller. On the floor is going to be a little more deep. Rock and roll. Do whatever you need to do. Your glutes a little active, just to protect your low back. Oh, notice which side feels a little more intense. You can take your top hand over your head. Those are just options. Once in a while, as you're pressing your floor, you might lift your bottom ribs off the floor and lengthen that right bottom leg, like you're stretching out the whole bottom side. And then rest your ribs down. Inhale. Lift your ribs off the floor and lengthen the bottom heel out of your body. Stretch it out. And come back down. Use your breath. When you notice that you're not breathing, ask yourself why. Where is it coming from? Where is the intensity? And the more you breathe, you're breaking through those little initial cobwebs, and then there's a little freedom. So don't be afraid to press that foam roller. All of you have the soft one, so you can afford to do that. Stick and wiggle your hips and your mid back. Excellent. Slowly release it. Move the form. Stay there actually. We're coming to the front of your thigh. Bend your top leg. On the floor if you can, the knee. Grab your ball with your forearms. You can rest your head. And now rock up and down. You can turn your toes sideways one way and down the other way. Go as far up and as far down before you hit your knee. Go towards the lateral, the edge of the thigh also. And I remember you have little gummy bears and you're trying to press and squish them down to a serum. All right, slowly release it. Now your foam roller is going under your armpit. And now take that ball, lift your hips and take the other ball right under your hip. You're bending your top leg, extend your bottom leg. Make a pillow with your right arm. You can go here, you can come forward. Take the ball slightly down and extend your right knee away from your body. So there's a long line there on the right side. Rock and roll. You can also lift your right elbow and roll up and down a little. Just make it your own. Every side is so different. Three more breaths. Beautiful. Slowly release. Take the foam roller under your neck. Let's just give that little neck a little love here. Side to side. Grab the edges of the foam roller. Drop your knees slightly to the right and slightly to the left. Wiggle your hips as you're resetting any pulling in your spine. Good. Slowly come up or put the foam roller under your low back, right above your hip, and now your head is on the floor. Widen your collarbone, grab the foam roller, so your glutes are off the foam. Option 1, drop your knees slowly as you press your spine right and left. You can stay in one place, you're stretching out the psoas. Breathe into your belly, bulge that belly. And now take your hands, scoot your hips down until your glutes are on the floor. And now take your hands behind you. And now you're doing just a little back bend. You can turn your elbows right and left. And you can also lift your hips like you're doing a bridge and you're rolling up and down over that spine. Feel free to go all the way down where your glutes almost touch your heels, and then go back. And then you turn to the left and do the same thing, and come back, and to the right, and come back. Good. And I go all the way back until your head is on the floor. And I take the foam roller under your hips. Lift your feet off the floor, grab the foam roller, and I roll side to side, little. Bring your knees to your chest as you come center, and then go to the other side. And next time, go towards your tailbone, and then come up. Tailbone, and then come up. Good. Release, circle your ankles. Drop your feet down to the floor. Move the foam roller. Take the foam roller on your belly like a little teddy bear. Notice how you feel. Notice the vibrations, the energy in your feet flowing down your body. Remind yourself again and again that you can bring yourself to this state of mind, body, and soul with your own practice. Slowly roll over to the side and come up to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart center. As always, with all the challenges that we do by choice, how lucky we are that we can be here, practice, do this beautiful work, and enjoy each other's company. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste. See you Sunday or next week. Thank you.